Look here, Buster. Ready? Morning. It's currently the 5th of December. It's just gone 7 o'clock. It's a Sunday. Come here. Come and look at the camera. And I'm going to do my first marathon run. Oh, not marathon run. I'm going to do my first run. Theo's nappy needs changing, doesn't it? I can smell that. I'm going to do my first run. It's going to be a 5 or 6 miler. And then today I'm going to sit down and actually establish some sort of plan for the next 16 weeks. So next time I speak to you guys, I will be hold it here. I will be checking in. Don't touch, buddy. I will be checking in to let you know how the first run goes. So I'll see you then. Hey everybody, so I kind of wondered what the best way to do this kind of filming of this build up to the marathon was, and kind of distilled it down to, well, why don't you guys come along with me for the runs, on the journeys? Why don't I document in different videos how I'm eating, the process of losing weight, the process of building up your runs, the process of getting fitter, the process of just in general becoming a better human being, I suppose. And so that's what I'm going to do. So this first one's a little bit trial and error. I'm going to effectively just record some stuff, show you a little bit around how I'm feeling the days after my runs, my running plans, my cycles, and then week in, week out, you'll be able to come along with me and watch the progress. Which kind of leads me on to the next clip, which really straight immediately after the run, and I didn't feel that bad, but you'll find sooner or later, if you sort of stick with the video, that actually the pain and some of the tension in my muscles after this first 6 mile run was pretty tense. So let's cut to that. Hello, little man. So that's the first run done. I'll put the stats up now. It wasn't easy, but it wasn't like ridiculous. About 8:20 pace, so I'll need to improve a lot on that and lose quite a bit of weight for the uphill sections, which is all part of the plan, and I'll show you the full plan later on. So I did my run day one, not gonna lie, it was really difficult, and I've woke up like from the run, which was like 6.5k, that with my legs in pieces, which is pretty normal when you're kind of training for something like a marathon, or just training in general with something that your body isn't actually used to. So we'll persevere on. The weight isn't shifting, but I've kind of just been experimenting around with eating by intuition, and generally speaking that's meant eating too much, but that's cool, because they always say with setting your goals, in terms of particularly weight loss goals, you know, you sort of start off like that and you go up and up and up and up, and then eventually you sort of, if you think of the graph as that as being, you know, extreme kind of strictness, you build it up, because if you start off here on, yeah, I can't eat anything, do anything that I like to do, can't eat sugars and all this kind of stuff, you won't get to the top of the curve, because you'll just feel absolutely demotivated and you'll just plummet. So that's the idea behind it anyway. But another day, another dollar, we strive on, we push on. Just one thing, if you're not following me, I've actually just started being really active on TikTok. Strange little platform, but kind of enjoying it. So if you want to go follow Mr. Adam Arif on TikTok, feel free to go ahead to get some entertainment and light-hearted fun. A little bit different vibe to my YouTube kind of channel. Hey guys, what's going on? So we're back and we are doing a bit more running. So we're going to go for a 6 mile run here. Again, it just, like, I'll talk about this a little bit later, it just felt really good. I've still not put together this like plan, but I thought I'd just kind of show you how, like, the places that I go running, and I think in hindsight I would have been better putting the camera on my head, but that might have been a bit more uncomfortable. Because even though I think the image stabilization is pretty cool, obviously the camera's panning from side to side, and there's nothing you can do about that anyway, because the camera is just moving naturally with sort of my chest motions and stuff. Still finding it pretty difficult running up hills, and my sleep and nutrition isn't great. That'll start to improve. I've got, you know,
good 4 months really till the race, but I don't want to get complacent, so I might plan in a couple of other big runs in between then, just to kind of tie me over and get me in that kind of race mentality, official kind of race mindset, to get me prepared for the marathon. Alright, we're going to check in now for a couple of updates after I've done a few runs, and see, you know, how I'm feeling and how the prep's all.
Hi guys, just an update on the marathon running. Good news is I seem to have lost a bit of weight, so I've dropped down to like 81.8 kilos from 83. I think a little bit of that is water weight from the running that I did yesterday, but we'll see as we sort of balance out over the next few days. Went for another 6 miler yesterday. Here's what that looks like. A little bit skewed because my watch was playing up, so I was like messing around with that for like 5 minutes. But I'm doing about 10k in about an hour, which at this stage is alright. I obviously need to up that, and actually the pain and soreness, maybe 4 days in, isn't as bad as I'd thought it would be, which is great news. How good is this like natural light when it comes in? It's so good filming in the day when you've got natural light. It just makes such a big difference. So I've still not written the plan. I'm going to write the plan. It's going to have to be this weekend, but it looks like I'm probably just going to phase in like 6 miles this week, 8 miles next week, 10 miles, 12 miles. Might be the most rudimentary way of doing it, but you know, works for me. So I've just posted on Instagram about how incredible it is about the way that your body adapts. So I'm going to do my third 6 mile run now. Next week I'm going to move to 8 miles, which I think will be okay as well. I'm going to film. I'm going to try and test out the new GoPro Hero 8. I've got this chest harness on, so I will look like a bit of a bell end, but I'm going to film it all because I've got a 128 gig card on that, and it's got this image stabilization stuff on it, which I think will be quite cool. So I'm going to take this out, film it, and see what kind of footage I get back from that. So let's see how the third 6 mile run goes.
So that just kind of leaves me finishing off here. Pace seems sort of painfully slow in some of these areas, but this is actually a really steep hill, and it just seems to go on and on forever. So I'm building next week. I'm going to be like 8 to 10 miles. I'm kind of enjoying it. I know where I need to focus on: nutrition, sleep, and the next video really is going to be me sort of looking and focusing on nutrition for my training and how I need to incorporate that. And I think the balance always here is about finding the right nutrition with the energy balance that you can get with all the calories that you're burning. What I've been guilty of at the minute is doing more running, doing more cardio, and therefore feeling like I need to eat more food, so replenishing that food, thus not resulting in a calorie deficit, which means that I'm not losing weight. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Remember, videos every Sunday, 8 o'clock. Be there or be square. Let's do this.